Welcome to John's Spinning Mechanics. And we're back with the new and improved Whiskey Garage. There we go. Okay. Oh, look at that. Fond memories. Alright. Shop Talk Sunday. Episode 19. Hello, everybody. It's been since Father's Day of 2025 since I did an episode of Sunday Shop Talk. So, I am sorry that I have not been around, but life was just too much for me. So here we are, though. Since then, I've grown my page by 62 subscribers. So if you're new, thank you for subscribing, checking out my videos, liking, commenting, all of it. Love you for it. So fantastic. Let's see. What else? So the Bigfoot, that's down right now. That needs an ESC. No, that has an ESC. I've got a Hobby Ring 1080 in it. No, Hobby Ring 1080. Max 10. So, Max 10 is going in. I got a bump bearing that's seized up, so got to get some bearings for this. I'll probably get a Fast Eddie bearing kit. I resoldered an AMAS connector on the Max 10. There was a Traxxas connector on there, but I'm learning. One of the fantastic employees. Oh, my kids are up. I'm back. All right, we're back. Hi. My eldest is awake, and so I ran upstairs to put on some TV. But I am completely lost on what I was talking about. We were on the Stampede Bigfoot 4x4. Let's come over here. Whee! To my Mini Max. No new updates on this. I haven't had to do anything. Steering servo is holding up. It's a 2275 out of a sledge. The motor cover, I haven't gotten anything into the motor, the pinion gear area yet. So I guess that's kind of good. I did do the front steel drive shafts, the rear drive shafts I got to get still. That's where we're at with that. The Hummer. Whee! I am going to put a 2435 motor in it. From Hobby Wing. It's brushless. I might go ahead. It's 4500 kV. Oh, you know what? Maybe not. I'm not going to use that. 4500 is a little high. Let's Hobby Wing Mini 16. gonna go in this then. Lighting control. I think I'm gonna use my Trick RCs because it looks like they have a controller that'll work. I can plug in a bunch. I just have to get adapters or rewire all the connectors. Yeah, not looking forward to that. For the lights, I at least want the headlights, these guys, and the these, whatever these are. Bronco, I'm not doing anything with the Bronco. There's really nothing to talk. There is nothing to talk about the Bronco. I started adding my stickers to my wall. Let's talk about the scale garage and what we've been doing. So I've got on order more of this wood, faux wood stuff, so I can, hold on. So I can finish this wall right here. And I recently added these boards to the top so I can add lighting. I don't like how that is right now. This isn't all that secure, but it works. So I added up there. So let's take a look at the workbench. So I've got, it's not as messy as it was. It's just kind of your standard workbench. Got my charging area over here with my laptop. I think I'm going to put the soldering kit right here. No, that's my power inverter because I'm getting an inverter for the chargers. I'm going to put the soldering kit right here. I need a real station. This guy is doing his job, but shui. You know what I mean? So, it's definitely been good for the 2 years that I've been a novice in the RC industry. RC community. Whoa. And then I added curtain to the lower. It's just a shower curtain that I had. Yeah. Star Wars. I'm a nerd. Alright, let's get us back here. Alright. So this skill garage, and the bench, what we got going on. I'm gonna get on Etsy. There's individuals that sell RC garage decals that are like 36 by 24. I'm going to order one of those sets. However, I'm not going to cover all this. I'm going to cut out the windows, the doors, signs, everything out of these big stickers and add it to my big stickers that I have on here already. Because I did a lot of work to get this straight and level, left to right. I mean, that's 6 foot to have straight. That's 4 foot to have straight. So I really don't want to get nutty and try to reinvent the wheel. No, thank you. Let's see. I recently added a shot back. Since I'm getting out of the car game completely, aha! So I had a, what is it called? It is a Bauer 4 horsepower 6 gallon shot back from Harbor Freight. And so I started cleaning, right? Started cleaning my rigs. And I was like, oh, I don't need Cow RC products. Just a gimmick. I know better. I'm new. Sound familiar? So, I just do some investigating on how to clean and take care of everything. And while I was on Cow RC's website, I noticed that they had an insanely priced vacuum blower system. For my investigation, it is a rebranded automotive detail vacuum blower setup. Mildly rebranded. It is, so the company that makes theirs, from what I've seen, there's an identical one out there, and it's only $15 cheaper. So you're not going to save a buck. They're American made at $400. I wasn't doing that. I got me a 4 horsepower, 5 gallon noise machine. We'll figure out how to get the noise under control. I like having a shop vac to tidy up the garage and clean up my workspace on the workstation. I was looking into one of those like cheap rechargeable ones. I don't need it. I got a super powerful one right here. I'm able to tuck it away in the dark recesses of the hidden stuff. And I'm going to leave it there. However, Harbor Freight does offer a $30 upgrade kit, a car accessory detailing kit. So I'm going to get that. It's $30. It comes with a 12-foot, I think, a 12-foot ultra flexible hose, like a rubber hose instead of this plastic thing, and a few attachments. I'm going to order some attachments to make cleaning this easier, and some horsehair brush attachments, just because I know horsehair actually works and does its job. You sit there a little bit longer than with dedicated synthetic brushes, but you don't have to change out all your brushes every 5 seconds to get a better one. Like, you just a little more effort with a horsehair brush, it'll do its job. Let's see. I brought my drill in because I've got to figure out what I'm doing here. You can see the drill holes here. I originally had this up here, like that, but I want a longer piece that goes bam bam. So So I'm going to cut that after this video. And, well, not after this video. Once it's late enough for the noise ordinance. I think it's 9 o'clock. I haven't gotten my action figures out. I kind of enjoying the space right now with as clean as it is, tidy, organized. I went on a full-on cleaning spree of this Situmitation. I threw out a 36-gallon bag and a 13-gallon bag of trash out of this area. Most of it was just 1/18 scale stuff. So I'm not really doing that. I know some of y'all are disappointed I'm not doing that, but this is my page and I do what I like. I will go back to it. I got to get a servo for the LC80 and a new transmitter, because all these littles have the ME8B Mias, and I tossed that thing. So the lighting that I added to the roof system, ceiling, is for a 65-inch TV. It's a Govee light kit. Tools. So I kind of talked about it over there. I've got my tool caddy pretty much set up the way I like it. Does that caddy have all the bells and whistles? No, I don't need all the bells and whistles. It holds literally all the tools I use on a daily basis. I found it on Amazon. It was cheap. I emptied my drawers, so now I have quality space for drawers. My wife has 2 matching drawers next to mine that are completely full. I'm going to see if she will allow me to empty those into a trash bag to use these for RC. I'm also looking into storage bins, so your little for like screws and stuff. It's that time. I've been here. Time for me to. I'm not gonna get Crawler Canyon level, where he's got everything in labeled totes and all that hotness. Like that guy's got. I don't have the money to do that, people, and I know y'all don't expect that from me. But watching other people doing my thing, I've learned exactly what I need and what I don't need. That's why I'm gonna hook it up with a new soldering iron. I got the shop vac in here. I'm using Mr. Pink from Chemical Guys to wash the RCs right now. With a little Chemical Guys sprayer bottle, 32-ounce sprayer bottle. It works. I don't have any lubricants to lube all this stuff up, so I could be seizing bearings left and right, and I don't even know it, but we'll find out. So we're gonna upgrade the soldering kit. We upgraded the battery charging setup. I've got an iMars D300 Plus. It's got Bluetooth. It's nice. Bluetooth is nice when it wants to work. So if you are in the market for a new charger, maybe consider one that's got Bluetooth. and offers wireless monitoring. I'm not suggesting that you leave your batteries unattended. We all do. We throw them on a charger. We get our trucks together. We clean up our workspace. We go to the bathroom. You know, if your batteries aren't already in storage mode and you got to do a full charge, that's an hour. If you're doing 1C charging. So that's an hour. You're spending an hour doing what? Sitting there staring at a battery, charge it? No. Nobody's doing that. They may be in a general area, but a lot of people are far too busy and impatient to wait for batteries to charge, and that's why we've got this Bluetooth capability. I love it. I could go watch a movie, sit there, check it every few minutes, or watch like Crawler Canyon or Jerry's Old Guy Review, put on a video from someone I watch, and then when the batteries get done quicker that way, I noticed. I got a Traxxas charger that is going away. I got it to test the environment of the Traxxas battery and charging system. It's good. If you don't plan on going with anything else and you're going to stay with Traxxas lines and you're going to be a die-hard Traxxas individual, get yourself the batteries. Get yourself the charger. For an individual like myself, it was a waste of money for me. So I'm going to sell those or maybe give it away to someone that could use it. Along with the batteries when I get some 3S for the Minimax and a XT60. Maybe I'll get some MIP. I don't know. Maybe I'll get the Traxxas stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll get the Reefs travel job. It's like $50. I don't know. I need a better travel kit because the travel kit I have right now. My old vape setup, but we got this, a couple crusty tools, and that's it. That's my. I need to up it a little bit. Tools, 2 2 years, everybody. My son's birthday in 2024 is when RC interest started. Been doing this for 2 years. My DNA test results with my aunt came back. Wednesday, they populated on the website, and I still haven't checked. For me, this shit's deep, man. One hand, it's good for me and my family. On the other hand, it could destroy another family. And I don't want to be that guy. But people need to know, right? Right. All right. Enough about that craziness. Let's talk about some cool shit. Nankin Scale Trail. Nankin Hobby Farmington. RC Junkie TV is going back out there this coming Wednesday. I already talked to the wife. She said it's okay that I go and help out again. And between the last video that I mentioned that I went out there and did this and got 2 bottles of water, there has been a in-store credit compensation provided by the owner of Nankin, I think the owner, or maybe manager. I am unsure of what this in-store credit is valued at. I'm not too concerned. Not that I don't think it's a significant amount of money, but that's not why I'm helping with the scale trail. I as you can see, I did 2 videos the other day on it. I like having a controlled environment that if I do break something, I could just walk in and grab a part. It's kind of nice. And I just like helping. I don't get to help out much anymore. I don't work. So, like, I don't have that sense of, like, completion at the end of the day where you're like, oh, that was a day. Let me take a shower and rest. Like, I have that with the kids, but that's, like, emotional, psychological draining, right? It's not as physical draining for me as it is my wife or other people. So having something that physically drained me the other day, very nice. So RC Junkie Dave, hi, thanks for tuning in. That's all I have written down on notes. There was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. If you got any fun stickers that you aren't selling, I don't want to, I'm not asking for anything free that costs money. If you have a business, an RC business, or an RC YouTube channel, and you'd like to be seen on my channel, feel free to send your stickers my way. My wall of honor. I guess maybe we should take this Mia. Nah, the other Mia stuff isn't too bad. I wish I had a GPM, because the GPM stuff fits this Minimax very, very well. What else? I think that's it. I think we're going to call it a day. I shot this in 4K, so it'll be a better presentation. So it's going to take like 3 hours to load. But y'all don't care. You'll see the video and be happy with it. So much more I wanted to talk about. And I can't remember what it was. And I even wrote notes this time. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, I love y'all. Bye.